Twisted genius. Dream life beast. What if I never made it to the top? What if that meant that I was never meant to rock? Would it be the reason that it finally make me stop? Or make me go hard and give it everything I got? Made a promise to them all, I'ma push it till I drop. If it's in the Lord's will, I bring it back to the block. I ain't made it through the door, but I put cracks in the lock. While my way from on the bottom, now I'm headed for the top. It's Machiavelli.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my world. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the notification so you know when I'm coming and how I'm coming. So let's go ahead and keep it twisted and hop back into it. Today is Friday the 13th, the day that we all been waiting for. I'm a couple hours late, but I still had to get it in for my boy. Look like he been dropping hints the last couple days, and I'm talking about Tom Macdonald. He been dropping hits on IG, letting us know that this gonna be the one. This definitely gonna get some people riled up, like he always do, like he's notoriously known for. And this one might be the biggest one ever. So let's go ahead and check this out. This is Tom Macdonald with Brainwashed. Before I hop into it, I did want to show y'all. Got merch in. So yeah, I plan on doing a video later that kind of describes the focus of my brand and what Twisted Genius really means and what it's directed towards. And I'll put that up later so y'all get an idea. Let's check this video out. Let's get into it. This is Tom Macdonald with Brainwashed.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip.
Definitely distracted by vaccines. I'm so tired of that subject, man. So tired of it. Getting exhausting.
Woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat quotes, black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month.
Here come Tom. Here come Tom. If you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you get a whole month, you get a whole pride. But like the day that I woke up and seen that magazine with Caitlyn, forget that, Bruce Jenner on the front of that magazine, dressed up in a dress and makeup, talking about the woman of the year, I was ready to move planets. I was ready. I was ready to move to another planet. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew it was time. Like, since when does someone coming to the point to let you know that they identify as someone different been celebrated on such a national level? Like, are you kidding me? Like, it in the end, a lot of them don't get bad. It ain't about what people do, man. I was culture shocked when I moved to a city where people were dressing in drag on the work floor. That blew my mind. It was the first time I had seen that in my life. I mean, guys literally coming to work as women in dresses in a corporate environment. Me being from Missouri, I had never seen that in my life. That just blew my mind. And at the end of the day, it's like, man, I don't mind people doing what they do. That's they God-given right, do their choice. But when it starts affecting me, like the same bathrooms are being utilized, you don't know which bathroom to let them go, because it's not fair for the women to have to do it, and it definitely ain't fair for the men. So it's like, what do we do? Like, when it comes to things like that, that's when you got to really step back and look at like what's going on. Like this is getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Most dangerous pandemics, propaganda from these clowns. Only mass that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to deform police, need to deform the media who lies through their teeth like.
Hold on, he said something. Hold on. My bad, I got distracted. I started smelling something burning. I was making sure uh, my apartment didn't go up in flames while I'm making this video. So,
Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog. Need to deform the media. Us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. Propaganda from these clowns. Only mass that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't.
we said we gotta stop listening to propaganda from these clowns. Only mask is gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Facts. Like we keep listening to this propaganda, the world is gonna remain where it is. Where it is.
Don't speak. We don't need to deform police, need to deform the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma.
That should be a thing. That should definitely be a thing.
It doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost, and big oil runs the world.
Facts. Big Pharma doesn't cure you. They're in the business of soothing you. They're going to soothe the pain. They're going to soothe it enough so you can get up and keep coming back to get that prescription. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to help you with. They're not going to cure anything. They can tell you to go simply to the health food store, go to the gym, exercise, take better care of yourself. Not one time throughout this whole pandemic have I seen any suggestions on strengthening your immune system. No suggestions on going to the gym, getting healthier, leaving the bad foods alone. No suggestions on that. None of that. None of that's been going on.
The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources. The world, the only wars that on the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost, and big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want.
Big oil. If you don't know, that's what all the wars be about. Be about resources. Be about resources. It be about resources. They gonna tell us. They gonna paint it. They gonna paint a picture in the news if you're not aware that it was about something different. But ultimately, it's always about resources. About resources. And the crazy thing, a lot of the time, these guys are in relationships prior, right? 9/11. The Bush and Bin Laden's were in business together, right? That was about oil. That was about oil. Research that if you don't know about it.
With the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster.
Facts. Facts. That's facts because, you know, that's just a cultural thing. Like anytime you see a white person braiding their hair with cornrows or something like that, that's the first thing that comes. They trying to be black in the same sense that, you know what I'm saying? And it goes on both sides. I've had, you know, family members tell me like because I'm pronouncing certain words in a certain way after I've come back from certain places from being out of town to get that white out your voice. Because in our culture, when you're pronouncing certain words and speaking with proper English, it's considered that you're trying to be white. So it's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy ideologies on what represents what in every culture. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, that ain't really nothing. And he also said that but if he wants to be pro-white, it's considered he's a monster, and that goes on both sides too. If you're pro-black, it's certain people in other cultures, they're going to think you're racist towards any other culture because you're so pro-black. If you're pro-white, then they're going to think from those other cultures that you're against those other cultures because you're pro-white. It can't just be I'm proud to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the history. It's because of the history before you got to this point. You know what I'm saying? Where you're doing this. If our country didn't have this history with so much bloodshed, it wouldn't be a problem with saying any of that. Somebody commented the other day and said, you know what, if there wasn't media and propaganda, you know, racism may have died off a long time ago. And I agree with that to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they didn't have so much push for it and so many things that were promoted to people being driven, you know, I think it would be lessened by a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think the impact of it would be lessened, right? But at the same time, you know, you can look at a show like The Walking Dead, and you would think if the world ever came to that point where we were fighting zombies, everybody would band together and fight the zombies. But you got people using it as an opportunity to prey on each other. So you got that human factor that you got to worry about, because it's some people that are just bad people. You take it back to Batman. Batman was like, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Besides killing them to stop him, I don't know what's driving him. And what Alfred tell Batman is different with him. He just want to see the world burn. You know what I'm saying? He don't want money. He don't want women. He don't want nothing. He just want to see the world burn. And unfortunately, it's definitely people out here where they just want to see things their way. I was watching, and I'm going to get right back to the song after this. I was watching, what is it? The Purge Forever. And you got all these guys running around claiming to be patriots, trying to wipe everybody out who ain't white. You know, they're claiming that they're purifying the country. Anything that ain't white, they're taking out. And even though that's a movie, that paints a picture. You know what I'm saying? As to what in reality you really know exists out here. And that's a reason why a lot of people have a issue with going completely to one side, because they know those types of people are still in existence. But, you know, the crazy thing about that is they're in existence on both sides. Because the other side is where it started. So it's a no-win situation in today's dealings with those types of issues. It can be fixed, but I think it'll take so many years to correct it. Let's get back to this song.
Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
Facts. We get along, we gonna take them off. It's more of us than them. That's what they don't want.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
The whole entire world.
Everybody thinking.
No matter where you go, people trying to get over here to escape from certain situations. You trying to get away from over here to find somewhere. It's the whole world, man.
Teams on a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep.
Facts. Now I don't know about the monkey thing. I don't know if I sign up for that one time. I have seen the sheep though. I've seen the people turn into sheep. I see it every day, right? And the fluoride situation, if you don't know what he mean by that, you know what I'm saying? They put fluoride in everything because fluoride keeps you kind of in a calcified state. What I mean by that is you have a pineal gland. If you've ever heard the saying, you have a third eye, it's in between your eyes. You know what I'm saying? If you do your research, your pineal gland helps you see things clearly and more on a different level of understanding things and being able to witness and live and feel life in a different way. But things that calcify the pineal gland, meaning that cover it and pollute it, are eating the wrong types of foods, drugs, alcohol, consuming certain types of media, watching all types of bad media on TV and the internet, consuming all these things. You literally have to purify yourself to decalcify your pineal gland so people can really understand. So, it's certain things I do. Like I personally use natural toothpaste. That all my toothpaste say it's fluoride free. It's a couple dollars more expensive than regular toothpaste, but if you've read up on what I've read up on the pineal gland and fluoride, you definitely try. Think about it. What do dentists do every time you go to the dentist? That in that little cup, that liquid that tastes so sweet and good. It's a cup full of fluoride. You know what I'm saying? They put it in your water. They put it in everything. I think it's even in some bottled waters. You can read the labels and you'll see how much stuff. It'll blow your mind how much stuff actually comes with fluoride included in it. Another popular brand of toothpaste is Tom's. Ironically, but these are natural toothpaste that say fluoride free, and you get the same benefits without all the extra stuff that they're putting in the toothpaste. Because a lot of this stuff is poisonous to a certain degree, and and the crazy thing, some of it is poisonous for a reason. Like fluoride, it's utilized. They want to keep you clogged at times. They want to keep your thinking limited. They want to keep you not looking at things clearly and not seeing with a clear eye. So just think about that. Look that up if you're interested.
Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe, cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right.
Facts. And think about that. At 18, you're able to go in the store and buy cigarettes. You're able to sign up for the army, but you can't buy alcohol. You can't go get a drink, but you can go put a rifle in your hand and defend the nation. Think about things like that, man. That's crazy.
Divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And
Facts. Just mention something in the air. Just mention something in your phone. You're going to start getting ads all throughout your social media accounts, through your emails. It's just going to magically start appearing. And talk about an artist you like. Talk about a musician you like. Anything like that. It's going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I expressed on Facebook that I had a couple what I felt about a couple bills that were passed during the last presidency, and all of a sudden I get millions of email about which way I should vote and how much of my help that they need. Like, that's weird, government people. Like, that's weird. Like, dude, get out of my life like that. Like, I don't want to be targeted because you seen that I had an idea that might fit with your views. Like, you understand how weird that, like, you don't full court press people, man. Like, leave me back up. That's just weird, man.
Pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause
he said Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. That's the lie. That's the reason he said this is probably going to be the one. He called him out. Sleepy Joe. Like, oh, my God. That's going to be the lie. That's why it got, that's why Tom was saying this going to be it. This might be it.
Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles.
Facts. They be worried about one thing and it be something way worse going on. They be worried about something small. fall. Like facts. It'd be a huge ordeal. Why is and they always say, you know what I'm saying, on social media, they be like, this is a distraction. Yeah, they distractions. Definitely distractions.
You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege.
Man, that's facts. That's facts. Listen to that again.
You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting at.
And why would you ever want people, like, why would you literally want people to give up their right to buy a firearm? Like, why would you want decent people to give up their right to do that? Like, that's weird too. That's super weird. Super weird. I don't even know why people get to that point.
And it with the right to buy a gun. White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin and black.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
People getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the
It's a lot of facts to that too. It's a lot of facts to that. Let's break that down.
by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun. White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin and
facts. When you amplifying something, it gets reinforced to amplify. It causes division. And the craziest thing about that is because, you know, from what I've seen a lot of these other artists saying about Tom is that that's what he's amplifying. You know, and ironically, he's rapping against that. So again, you know what I'm saying? You never know really until you research something, really look into something to understand where somebody's coming from. That's crazy.
Black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system.
Like it's, and that's been it's like saying, oh, it's the white man that's holding me back. It's the white man that's doing this. That's been proven to be driven into a lot of people's mind states for years, for decades, for a long time. That's the cause, right? But when people actually take it upon themselves to try to do things, it's not always a situation where that's the reason that you're not getting ahead in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? It's always an ideology that's carried by people who aren't really like, I know people who
let's just have the
hold on. I know people who will blame, you know what I'm saying, will say, oh, the white man is holding me back because they can't get a certain job. But they go to the job not dressed properly. They're not properly educated. They didn't pay attention in school. They don't know how to move in certain environments. They don't know how to move in the corporate world. But yet it's still somebody else's fault that they're not able to move ahead. None of these things cause them to not pay attention in school. None of these things cause them to not want to graduate, you know, and get out of a certain position that they were in life. None of these things cause that. If you want it, I've seen it for myself. You can pursue it and you can get past it, right? Like something as simple as working in a call center is beyond what a lot of people can actually go do. You know, you got people in the streets that say they're not going to give me this, they're not going to give. No, they ain't going to give you nothing. We all had to work. This was years of trial and error. This was years of trying to learn these things. This was paying attention, trying to actually have some type of sense about yourself. This was picking up books. This was educating yourself. This is what led to being able to actually get those types of jobs. They not just gonna give it to you. And people have to wake up and realize that one day.
Us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
The whole world.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5.
Man, I swear, he sound like he reading from a booklet where they actually had to go through this. These steps to do what they do it to society. I swear. Pay attention to what he just said.
It's me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news.
Infiltrate adults with the news, because I swear they not trying to figure out. They just take it for what it is. They not trying to figure out if it's real or not, if it's valid. Most of them not, and that's why they get tricked.
Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step
Facts. Indoctrinate the children from the schools and the music and the apps that they use on their phone. Like, facts. Like, this is what they're paying attention to. This is what, if you can put stuff in video games nowadays and have kids getting accustomed to it. You put stuff in, and you got artists putting stuff in their music. You got putting stuff on CD covers to normalize certain things and certain behaviors, certain ways of acting. Like then you got schools teaching based off of certain beliefs and keeping out certain key things. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. He is absolutely right.
Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5,
Facts. Separate the right from the left. That's exactly what it does. They don't think we all need to be together to do this. If we cause separation, then we're going to have one person mad at the other. Always. Facts. And they ain't going to have time to think about concentrating on us. That's what they saying.
separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate.
Exactly. You get the two biggest cultures over here against one another, then the rest won't matter. We got control. You have them into it all the time. Then they don't have time to concentrate on us. Create separation, even though we all have to exist in order to get you. The crazy thing people always tell me. You know what I'm saying? Well, not tell me, but the craziest thing I've heard is like, you go by the idea, black people are 12% of this country. White people are 80. White people are, the other. If that is to be the case, how do you get wealthy off if you're selling products and just keeping it in your community? How do you get wealthy off of the 12%? You're gonna need the other 86%, other 88%. You're gonna need the other 88% of the world in order to become wealthy, to buy your products. It just don't make sense. We all need one another in the end, and the only difference in people really that don't have a superior complex is the color of their skin at the end of the day. That's the only difference. I've met people from all walks of life that I never thought I would have anything in common with. And we all have been able to find common ground and have respect for one another, form relationships, form bonds, and appreciating and understand each other's values and where each other comes from, and it makes for great relationships. Even though I was always taught that that's not what you should be doing. Those ain't the type of people you should be working with. I'm talking about people of every culture, not just one. I'm not talking about being taught that in school. I'm not talking about that being taught by your parents. I'm talking about being taught that by society.
Separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7.
Separate the rich from the poor. All ways to give people superior complexes. Nothing but facts.
And equality to separate them more. Step 7. Fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8. Put it on the news every night. Step 9.
Make up a line, put it on the news every night and every day. Facts.
When people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us.
Y'all better start doing. Y'all better have y'all Google up when Tom get the rapping. Like he be breaking it down to let you know what's going on in your face.
Cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's definitely another one that smack you with all them facts. Tom never ceases to amaze us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was that bad to where they I mean, no more worse than, the other songs he's done. I haven't heard, I don't think this was to the point where this the one, like we should definitely go get him for this one. Like I don't think that was the case. You know what I'm saying? I think it's another dope perspective, another dope song. But I think it still falls in line with the flow of things, what Tom's known for. So y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Till the next time, keep it twisted. I'm out.